Okay. All right. Perhaps you may want to start with telling your friends your experience, your name, what did you do for your research, some good things or some not so good experience, some tips maybe. Okay, over to you. Cannot hear you. Cannot hear you. You mute yourself over there. Okay, I think. Okay, can you say something? No, I cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Can you say something? No, no, no. Just now you were saying something that we could hear that, but now no. Okay, can you say something? Cannot hear you. Okay, it's okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Lisa is fixing her microphone. To all, no, Lisa, we cannot hear you. To all students, while Lisa is having a sharing later, if you have any questions, okay, jot down your questions and then you can ask Lisa, okay? And if you have any questions to ask me as well, feel free. Lisa, we cannot hear you. No, cannot hear you. You mute yourself over there. Don't mute yourself. Cannot hear you. Mute, 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 don't mute. Who's laughing over there? Xiao Xiao Ran. While waiting for Lisa to get ready, any question that you would like to ask me? Anyone? No, Lisa cannot hear you. Just now we can hear Lisa, but now no.
Maybe she can try log out and try to log in again.
Yeah, Lisa, maybe you can try to log out and then log in again. She did her PhD on mobile learning, okay, focusing on the teachers in the university in China, higher education in China. She was looking at and when we have COVID-19, it's like whatever things that she did is just like in the nick of time where everybody is going for online learning. So I assume that when Lisa is going back is back in China, her university colleagues might be asking her a lot on her research because she did something on online learning. No, cannot hear you. You mute over there, Lisa. Don't mute yourself.
I do not.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
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 Sorry for the technical problems.
It's okay.
Yeah, my name is Zhang Jie. I come from China, and I started my PhD in 2017. And I passed my proposal defense in 2019 and attended survivor in last year, December. I think that PhD journey is not so easy, but you have to keep on and communicate with your supervisor if you have any problems or any questions, and keep reading every day and keep writing and motivate yourself with enthusiasm in the research. So I'm so happy that now there are so many students under the supervision of Dr. Normy, and she is really helpful. And I think my introduction should be brief. I welcome if you have any questions, just find me, and I hope my answers can be helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. As you know, Lisa, most of my students are from China. Uh, I understand sometimes you find it difficult to formulate the questions in English. Okay, you can ask the question in Mandarin, and Lisa will answer in English.
Sure. Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
no problem.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't understand Mandarin, but when I hear Lisa's answer, I know what you ask.
Yeah, I can. In fact, I can answer in Mandarin, and then I can say it again in English. I think that's better.
You wanna ask your question. You wanna ask your friends here, Lisa, in Mandarin. Ask them to ask you question. Okay, speak in Mandarin, and then they can understand.
Okay, just fire me any questions, and 大家有什么问题可以问我。
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Normy and Dr. Lisa, I have a question actually. And
Who are you? Can you?
I'm Kaiti. Yeah.
Kaiti.
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, you show your video, then we can see you.
Actually, I have a question. It's about paper publication. So, do we have any requirement that our paper has to be published before the proposal defense?
No, of course not. In fact, your publication should be noticed for two things. First is that it must be related to your topic. And second, it must be indexed in Scopus.
So I can just get my graduation thesis revised for publication. Does that will affect the final repeat rate?
Can I answer that question?
Yes.
As for now, one of the requirement that you have to show before you attend your Viva is to show that you have done your publication.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why just now in the milestone, I put it there. In the first half of your study, you can do a publication on your conceptual work, as in what do you plan to do for your research, you know, and I know you can just go to any conference, you know, and then the second publication that you do perhaps nearly towards the end where you've got your data, you know, and then you can write about what you have got in your study.
But I am afraid that the process of submit and publication of a Scopus article will be very long. So I don't know. Usually, how long will for paper to published? I'm not very sure.
I think minimum 6 months.
Okay,
it could go up to 1 year, right, Lisa?
Yeah, I think minimum 6 months. It depends on the journal. Some journal maybe a little bit quicker. Some journal maybe much longer, but minimum 6 months. Yeah, exactly.
Or you can go to conferences that have that offer this service where you can publish in papers.
Okay. And I know that Zhang Jie have published many high quality papers, including a book, right, during your PhD. So can you just give us some suggestions about some journals for us to try to submit? Thank you.
Okay, I think first, the university requires that PhD students must publish Scopus index journals. So better, you must make sure that the journal is Scopus indexed. Then I think it's better to publish the article related to your topic. This is very important. Yeah. And for me, I during the time I did my literature review, I found some journals. Yeah, these journals have a lot of articles related to my topic. Then I take notes of the names of the journals. Then I will try to publish papers in these journals. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's not easy. You have to publish, submit your paper, wait, and sometimes you will be rejected, but you have to keep just like that.
But one thing about doing your publication while doing your PhD is when you send articles like this systematic literature review, to these journals, you get feedbacks from the others from the
Yeah,
field,
exactly.
and with that feedback, it can help you to improve. You can improvise your writing. So it's not just your supervisor who is reading your work, but you also send your work to the others outside there, to the real experts. So I think it's good. That's why I have been asking all of you to do your literature review from now. It's okay if you don't know much, but you have to start doing it, and then once you are really sure of what you want to do, you are really sure of your literature, then you can submit your paper on the past studies related to your study. You just to write about the systematic literature review. Okay, Lisa did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, other students perhaps? Any question? Just ask anything.
Can I?
Sure. Xiao.
Yeah, I'm here. Xiao's here.
Hi.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Yeah, I have one question. I would like to know, do you have some skills or efficient approaches to screening for screening the efficient articles like that?
First, you will search with your keywords. Any keywords related to your topic. Then, yeah, I use Google Scholar a lot. And in the reading, you will find that some papers are very good. Some papers are not that good quality. But at first, I think it's better that you know a lot of the articles in a wide range. So it's up to you. For example, you can read some papers in the good journals, or you can read the papers in a wide range of journals, no matter what journal it is. For example, it can be 中国知网 journal. It can be Scopus journal. It can be very good, for example, SSCI journal. It's up to you. But I think better to read some papers related to your topic.
Okay, can I add some information to that? Once you get articles, all right, Shaoran, you look at the abstract. Okay, yeah, abstract is the first paragraph that you will see, but not so long paragraph. But it's a summary of the whole content. Okay, a very good article usually have a very good abstract. Of all, the first few lines would be the introduction. Okay, once you can understand the introduction, okay, that's a good sign. Go to the next few sentences. You will see the methodology. Okay, how the researcher did the research. Perhaps some literature review, 1 or 2 lines, some authors related to that, important authors, and then the findings. What did the person find in the research? And then last few sentences will be the conclusion, or perhaps suggestion for next research. So once you see you have all these elements in the abstract, introduction, and then literature review, methodology, findings, and then the conclusion. All these 5, that it will help you to distinguish whether you should continue reading these articles or not. Okay. You look at the abstract. That's number 1. Number 2, you read the conclusion. The final parts of the writing, the final parts of the journal. You read the head and the tail. Okay. You like the head, you go to the tail. Okay. A very good research paper would also have a very good conclusion. The conclusion would actually be the paragraph where it concludes what the whole research is all about, and the conclusion will give you some indication on suggestion for future research. That's where you are going to take. Okay, so you look at the head, abstract, and then you look at the tail. Once both of them are good, then you may consider reading what's inside. You can print if you like. But for me, that's my practice. A very good paper would usually have very good abstract and very good conclusion to conclude both. Because usually that is the first thing that people will read. who want to read very long 26 pages of article, right? Who would like to print out those things without knowing whether it's good or not? So how do they know it? You look at the first one, abstract, and the conclusion, and then you can maybe you can download the articles, read more, find more articles, do more readings about it. Okay, Shauran?
Okay, clear.
Any more? Please ask your questions. Don't worry, don't be shy. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, Lee Meijing.
Yeah. Hello, Nomi. Hello, Lisa. I have a question. I'd like to ask if there are any well-known Chinese language radio programs in Malaysia. Can you recommend any type? It's related to my research plan.
Oh, have you been listening to any Chinese
Radio program in Malaysia? Never.
Oh, you have never.
Oh,
There are a few.
never.
Unfortunately, I don't know, but I can ask.
No.
Maybe you try Chinese radio program, right? Yeah, there should be, because in Malaysia, the main races in Malaysia are Malays, Chinese, and the Indians. Okay, so definitely there are radio channels for all these three major races.
Okay.
For TV channel, it will be 8TV. You know 8TV? 8TV. Number 8. 8.
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, okay. 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 Maybe I should change my proposal.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I think there is a website that we can listen to the radio from all around the world. You just
really?
yeah, because my husband used to listen to the German station to listen to the German songs. But it's I'm not sure it's an app or it's a website that we can just find the radio channel from all over the world.
If you can find more information about that, Azina, can you share it to the group?
Yeah, I'll share it to the group. Okay. And I try to find the frequency.
Okay, sure.
Chinese channel in Malaysia because it's easy to get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Azina.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any more questions from all of you? Anything? Time management. How do you feel? How do you deal when you are? What do you do when you are stressed? Lisa, what do you do when you when you are not so happy with your research?
In fact, I eat a lot. Anytime I feel that I'm in the low mood, I will go out. Yeah, have a big dinner. Then everything is just going well. So I got a lot of weight in Malaysia.
Oh, you gain weight.
Yeah.
Any more from any one of you? Don't be shy.
Hello, Dr. Normy.
Hi.
Hi, this is Katpagam here. I'm not sure whether I should. Hello?
Yeah, can you show your face?
I don't think you want to see my face. I just came back from work. Okay, I posed this question to both Lisa and you. Okay, I just want to know if, say, we are doing research on something that is related to Malaysian students, okay, because mine is on communicative skills, so, and I'm using programs that has been given by the Malaysian Education Ministry. So later on, when I want to expand my literature review, will it be a hindrance if I cannot find enough materials based on in Malaysia itself, and I want to go out to Asian countries or even Western countries, but I don't have this exact same program, something similar to it. Is it possible?
You might not have the same similar program, but you should know what do you call it, like from the larger scope of communicative. Is it communicative language teaching?
Yes, it's mine is loosely based on how to improve fluency speaking among our Malaysian students by using special programs. I'm focusing on HIP, which is a highly immersive program.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was looking through some materials, just browsing about, I don't actually find anything that is outside Malaysia. So I'm kind of worried that I'll be having very limited resources.
That's the time when you have to perhaps ask people, ask from the ministry. Sometimes it's difficult to get all these documents because we cannot get the access to those things. But then with your connections, with your friends from the ministry, perhaps they can give more suggestions on how we can go about it. I'm sure with this HIP program, before they come up with this program, highly immersive program, yeah. Before they come up with this program, they must get some ideas from other parts of the world, other parts of the, I don't know, country. They cannot be they cannot be doing things just from themselves, right? Like that. So that's where your connection comes in actually.
So that means I can look for programs which are similar in the context itself, but they don't share the same name or whatsoever.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Any input from you, Lisa?
I think better to enhance some network of the persons who are in charge of these programs.
Yeah. Sometimes when you attend conferences, you attend meetings.
To make friends with the person.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, welcome.
Sometimes when we make friends with book publisher.
Yeah.
These book publishers, they will come, the books that they have usually derive from some kind of policy that is going to come, sometimes they might have the insights more than us. So make friends, have good connections, like what said by Lisa just now. Okay, any more? Yeah, thank you, Karbragam. Azlina, any questions from you?
No, not for now, I think.
Not for now. Others? Don't be shy. Shu Yuming, any question from you?
Well, Dr. Normy, I have a question to you.
Okay.
Because I found that your presentation with the slides, it said we need to attend the research methodology between March and June, right? But this semester we don't have that course.
Yeah, because you are doing academy. Yeah. So you take next semester. That one is just my suggestions. That one is just my suggestions.
All right.
Okay. So, but what I'm trying to the idea that I would like to share with all of you is, from now until end of this year, you must be really clear of what kind of methodology that you would like to do, that you like to do for your research actually. So how do you go about it? Number one, by reading. Number two, by attending courses, perhaps offered by UTM, and attending other courses related to this methodology.
Okay. All right. And another one question for Lisa. Hello. Yes, I have another question because I want to know. Do you know some very efficient or very useful sources from the university, like online library, how to use them, or other software?
Yeah.
Could you please,
of course.
introduce them to us?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I like the library very much, and the online resources are very, very good. I think better make good use of the library online resources. It has a lot of database such as Web of Science, Scopus, and thesis. Yeah, I think you can search almost any articles you want in the library online resources.
I shared the link just now in the PowerPoint, Sharon. I'll share the slides to all of you later.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to suggest you don't worry that you cannot take course. don't worry if you cannot take course in this semester, because the courses are very flexible. You can take in this semester or next semester. So it's not so important that you have to finish it in this semester. You can take it next semester.
Okay.
Okay. Any more? Any burning questions? Any advice from you, perhaps, since they don't have any question, Lisa?
For me, I think UTM library is very good. I think it has a lot online resources, and the librarians are very helpful. If you have any questions, you can ask them online. And sometimes if you cannot search the article in the UTM library, you can write them a letter, an email, then they will search the article for you, but you need to pay 2 ringgit. You need to pay money. Yeah, I think maybe if the students in China, maybe it's not so convenient for them because they cannot pay. If you do not pay the fee, then your account will be frozen. So that's the problem.
When are you going back to China, Lisa?
I'm still waiting for the hard copy submission and send letter. I think I have to finish.
I just contacted the club.
Yeah. So I think because now if I go back, I cannot take any courses. I cannot teach it. So I think maybe I will wait here. Yeah, just to finish everything.
Anything that you are doing now? Publication, journals?
Yeah, because I only know qualitative research methodology. So now I hope I can learn some quantitative. Yeah, reading some articles about quantitative studies, but a lot of things to learn, the numbers.
Can you tell your friends here what was your research about? And what did you find? A very simple layman term.
Yeah, I'm very delighted to share my research. It's about mobile learning among English teachers, mobile learning adoption among Chinese English teachers in higher education. My participants are Chinese teachers who teach English, including the general English and the major English major students, especially on the abilities and their methods to use mobile devices, how to conduct the distance teaching and learning. And in fact, first, when I did my research, first I read a lot of articles related to my topic. At that time, I didn't differentiate what are good journals, what are not good journals. I just searched everything in the Google Scholar. I was very slow at that time, so I read the article one by one from the abstract to the conclusion. So I almost read the article thoroughly from the beginning to the end. And at that time, I feel very lost and confused at the beginning because different researchers have their different focus, and they will have different material and different methodology. So I was very lost. I don't know, should I follow their methodology or which author I should follow? So and a lot of time I cannot understand what they're talking. It's an article, but I don't know what they're talking. What's the methodology and what's their conclusion, what's their discussion? I knew nothing about it, even though I can understand every word of the article. But I think at that time, you have to keep on reading. And if you read more, you will find you understand a little. Then keep reading, you will understand, for example, from 30% to 50% to 70%. And later on, I know if some articles, I spend several times reading that article, but I still cannot understand it, just to get rid of the article. It's not useful to me. So do not stay on some article which you think is too difficult for you. Just grab something you understand. Then some article, if it's related to your topic, you will find it attracts you. You will find that article, you have a lot of interest in that article. So you have the motivation to read more and to understand the article, and you have the motivation to read the other articles published by this author. So I think reading is very important, especially in the first year. And until now, I still think that the literature review is the most difficult and the most important part, because you have to read a lot and you have to read a lot with the reading. And I think the synthesize is so difficult, because I know what the author is talking and I know what this article is about, but it's very hard for me to write the literature review. For example, this author said something and that author said something, how to connect these two authors' research. But you have to practice, I think, Then I think the most difficult part is problem statement, research question, research objective. After that, when you go to methodology, I think it's much easy, because if you have studied methodology class, you will choose what methodology you would like to use. And then you just write down how you did that research, how you use that methodology in your research. Write down everything you did during the data collection. And the discussion, the funding, I think it's also not so difficult, because the funding is just in your research. If the research is done by yourself, then the funding is very obvious. You just like a narrator to tell a story. Then the discussion must relate to your literature review. Then, yeah, I think the first 2 years are very difficult, especially the literature review.
Literature review is the one that you start now, and you will stop before you do your defense, right?
Yeah, I have to read it again and again, read again and again. Yeah.
But once you know what your research is all about, then it's clear, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The most challenging part is when you don't know what to do. That one is
yeah, if you roam about the topic, don't know what is the focus, it's very depressing. Yeah.
And I cannot be dictating what you should do, because this is your research. My role is just as your supervisor, and to advise on the things that you want to do. Actually, I don't say, okay, you do this, you know. I cannot be saying that. What if you don't like it, right? So you have to know what you like.
Yeah, but you helped me a lot. Do you remember you in the first year we met several sessions and you told me how to do the research? It's very helpful.
Thank you so much. Okay, any more from you? If not, we're gonna end here.
Hello, I would like to make an invitation. I would like to invite Lisa and other Chinese students who haven't joined into our WeChat group.
Okay.
And contact me. I will. Yeah. I'll add you and let you in our. I want to invite Lisa and other. I think other two rest of the Chinese student. Yeah, to join our WeChat group.
WeChat.
Yeah, WeChat group.
Okay, you would like to have. Okay, so you send the invitation to us. Is it okay?
Yes. The invitation in our WhatsApp group.
Okay, all right. So you would like to chat more using WeChat? Yeah, any platform. I'm okay with that, as long as all of you are happy.
But Dr. Normy?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to join our WeChat group?
Oh, okay, you don't want. Okay, no problem.
No. I just feel like that if you join our WeChat group, it's like you can't understand anything.
Oh, okay.
WeChat has
Mandarin.
the function of translation.
Okay,
You can translate it.
no problem.
Yeah, you can join us.
No, it's
Absolutely.
okay. I understand if you would like to have just one group for all of you to communicate and you feel it more comfortable if you speak in Mandarin. I'm okay. I don't mind by not joining them because I have my WhatsApp ready with all of you, right? Sometimes I understand when we have another language, we are comfortable using our own language. There are times when you feel like you want to use your mother tongue to really speak to your friends. It's okay. I totally understand that. No problem. Okay. So
Okay.
you do the invitation to Lisa, or I'll give Lisa's number. I don't know how you are going to contact Lisa.
I have my WhatsApp number is Malaysian number.
Oh.
My WeChat number is my Chinese number.
Okay.
So yeah, I can share my Chinese number to you, Normy.
Yeah, and I will share it to our WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Please feel free to ask any question. No problem.
Okay. So, Dr. Min, do you want to learn more about Chinese, Mandarin, to join our WeChat group?
I told Dr. Shura and Dr. Farah, I think I have to learn Mandarin. Suddenly, I have 10 students from China. I was like, oh my God, for not understanding. I only know ni hao.
Yeah, you are immersed in a very good Chinese language environment.
Yeah, don't worry, Dr. Normy, but we will study English very well. Right.
Yeah, it'd be good if I can understand your language as well. Then at least sometimes, if I can communicate faster, it'd be easier to rely on English. Right?
Okay.
Okay, any more from all of you? Any more?
Sorry?
Any more from any students here? That's it?
Sorry?
No more?
Huang Xuhong is speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you share your
Okay. Yes, Lisa, I have 3 questions about your research. The first one is, how long did you spend to collect data?
Collect data. In fact, I collect data. I interviewed 30 people from my university, and because the time is very limited, I only stayed in China for 1 month, so I almost spent 30 days. I interviewed the teacher every day. Sometimes I interviewed 2, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So I spent almost 1 month, a whole month, for the interview collection.
Is that in the same university?
No, in my working university in China. Not in Malaysia university. But I think if you have longer time to collect the data, it's much better. But for me, my proposal defense is a little late. So I only have 1 month stay in China to collect data at that time. So I just used 1 month, but it's very busy. It's a lot of work. You have to interview every day.
You went back to China somewhere in mid 2018, right? July?
No, 2019. Because I booked the flight in July 2019, but I have to cancel the flight tickets suddenly. So I went back in August. I think it's 5th of August, maybe 5th of August, and I came back to Malaysia on 14th September, maybe.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then okay. Basically, Lisa did her data collection, perhaps somewhere around 5th of August 2019, and then you came back to Malaysia on 13th of September 2019, right? And then when she came back, she did the analysis for her findings, discussion of the writing, Then in 2020, was it June or July that you submit the whole thing?
I submit the thesis notification in May
May.
2020,
Yeah.
and but I submit the thesis hard copy in the end of September, the 30th September.
Yeah. So basically, after you did your write-up, your writing, you submit your notification. Okay, this is submission notification, right? Just to notify the university.
Yeah, just notify the faculty that I made.
Yeah,
I will.
May 2020. The writing was still going. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I still keep writing.
Yeah.
Revising.
So basically, 3 months. 3 months before you submit the whole thing, you would notify the university. Look, everyone, I'm going to submit 3 months. 3 months time. Okay. Then the university said, "Oh, okay." And then I actually find the examiner for her. Okay, for you, right, Lisa?
Yeah.
Somewhere in May as well. So I started to get all my very good examiners who I know who can make her pass. And then in September, Lisa submitted the whole thesis. End of September, was it end of September?
Yeah, end of September.
Yeah, and then the examiner who is from UKM, National University, and also one from Johor, they read her work, and then they are happy with the work, and then they say, okay, now Lisa can go for her viva to defend the whole thesis. So that was held in December.
December.
Before Christmas or after Christmas? I can't remember. It was
21st. 21st, before Christmas.
And then she did her viva. I was there, but I cannot sit beside her. She did her viva in residency, the place where she lives. She stayed in level 12. Was it level 12?
Yeah, level 12.
And I was at level 6 with another supervisor, Dr. Farah, and all of us, both of us were like, okay. We were very nervous. And then after the viva, she passed, okay, with minor correction, and then we went out to do celebration. Yeah, and she has done her correction, and the examiners have approved whatever things that she did, and now she just in the process of printing out the hard copy and give it to the university. It's quite slow, maybe because the clerk was having something else. I just contacted him, but now she's free and she's going back to China soon. When she's back to China, all of you can meet her, not just on WeChat. Any more questions?
Dr. Normy?
Yeah.
Sorry, roughly how many pages are we talking about for the thesis?
How many pages, Lisa?
It's almost 312 altogether.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh God.
But in fact, if you add the covers and the references, appendix, so it will be very thick.
Oh, that means all in with appendix and everything is around 300.
Yeah, at everything. If only the body part, I think it's 250.
Okay, that sounds friendly.
Still a lot.
Still a lot.
Okay, Karba, for your proposal defense.
Yes.
Proposal defense, which you have to do your chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. That one is just 40 pages. 40.
This is within this year, right? I'm March 2021 until next March 2022.
No, you can do it early next year.
Early next year, okay.
At proposal defense. Now, March 2021 to March 2022 is the time when it's about 2 semesters, right?
Yeah, 2 semesters.
2 semesters. So March 2022, it means you have entered your 2nd semester. By the end of your 2nd semester, that would be somewhere in July or June, you should have defended your proposal.
In 2022, all right. Okay.
2022, somewhere near May, June, you know. Like
That-
what Lisa said just now, if she can have her proposal defense early, she could have had her data collection longer, right? So
Alright,
once
alright.
if you have a longer time to collect your data, and then when she's back, she can have more or longer time for the analysis, you know, the write up. That's why she can wrote about. She has to she wrote 250 pages just for the content, right? From
Okay,
40
alright.
to 250. That's a lot of story, okay?
Yeah, true. And then regarding the method, is it supposedly, if we are doing qualitative, it has to be qualitative the whole way, or can we mix qualitative and quantitative?
Yes, you can do mix.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
do purely
mix.
quali, you can do purely quanti, you can do both.
Okay, all right.
That's why now when you are doing your reading for your journals, you see how people are doing it. Obviously,
Yes.
if you take both methods, okay, it will take more time, right? But
Yeah.
it gives you a richer findings because you can triangulate all the data that you have.
Yeah, because looking into my research, I was thinking that, like what Lisa said, I do have to interview teachers because of this program. And then I also have to do a quantitative way of actually recording data, whether this program has been successful when it comes to implementing in school, I mean, students having like a control
Lisa
group.
also interviewed the policymaker, right, Lisa?
Yeah, I interviewed 2 policymakers. It's deans of faculty.
Not
Oh,
just the
okay.
teachers. So basically, she also got the findings from the administrator, something like that, right? To give a view, to give about the whole thing.
That
That's why
means if
again, connection is important.
that means if in my case, I should interview those who actually came up with this program from the ministry itself.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Is that all for today? Any more questions? No more, yeah? Are you sure? Okay. So if you have no more questions, thank you again, Lisa. Thank you to all of you. Yeah. I invited Karbragam because Karbragam is also doing her PhD in education, and her supervisor is Dr. Liza. So, but for the others, for the other 10 PhD students and 2 master students, I met them last week, and they already know what they're supposed to do now. I hope this is a very fruitful session for all of you. I did the recording for this. I mean, I do the recording is going to be available soon. I'll share it with all of you later. Okay. All right. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nomi.
Before I go, can all of you switch on your video, and then I will like to take a photo, group photo. Yay, the best part of the day. Arvagam, I can see you. You look nice.
Just came back from school, so I was like rushing back.
I see Huang Shu Hong. I see Azlina. Any more? That's all? Okay. Okay, smile everyone. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. All right. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Nomi.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everyone.